My name is Victoria, and I'm arguing that throughout each Flannery O'Connor short story, each character experiences violence, which is caused by their personal desires. But after this violence, they experience grace and are given a chance of redemption. In Parker's back, and From a Good Man is Hard to Find, Parker and the grandmother are led to violence because they would each either prefer to live in the past or try so hard to escape their past and beg for attention from others. After this moment of violence, they both experience grace and are given a chance of redemption to redeem themselves. They are given the opportunity to claim their family and to live in the present. However, Parker is also given a chance to love himself and accept the sins he's made. The grandmother experiences a brief moment of grace because shortly after she is killed. Parker had disgraced his mother and has then longed for acceptance. He acts the way he does because his mindset makes him act as though he's still in the past and tries to run away from his problems, like how he did when his mother tried to take him to a revival because she found out he had tattoos. After many years of running, he meets a young woman named Sarah who allows him to stop running. Sarah brings him to the present and makes him jolt back to life. Quote, "Her own hand was dry and hot and rough, and Parker felt himself jolted back to life by her touch." End quote. Page 512. The grandmother wants to go back to the past because it shows she has control over her life. By this desire, she lies to her family, which leads to their death. Parker returns back to Sarah after getting the tattoo of Jesus on his back. She becomes very angry and hits him. Quote, "She grabbed up the broom and began to thrash him across the shoulders with it." End quote. Page 529. She calls him names and beats him up for putting Jesus on his back. The grandmother leads the family to their death by giving them wrong directions to go to her childhood neighborhood. Quote, "There were 2 more pistol reports, and the grandmother raised her head." End quote. Page 132. After experiencing their violence, they experience a moment of grace. Parker proclaims who he is and takes control of his life. He is brought back into the world of responsibility and all things good and bad. Quote, "Obadiah," he whispered, and all at once he felt the light pouring through him, turning his spiderweb soul into an arabesque of colors, a garden of trees and birds and beasts. End quote. Page 528. The grandmother only gets a glimpse of redemption as she yells out, Bailey boy," as if her heart would break. End quote. Page 132. She encounters her responsibility to Bailey and now knows there are things much greater than herself. By calling out his name, Parker takes control of his life, and by the grandmother calling out her son's name, she is brought back to reality.
And you have come to the conclusion that
their personal desires have affected their relationships with others.
good. Victoria Grace Body.